All right, we're gonna do our hair together. I basically air dried this, but I'm gonna show you some of the products that I used before the air dry process happened. All right, so first I go in, I do my shampoo, conditioner, and once I come out, I basically air dry about 80%, and then I go in with a little bit of blow dryer just to get these ends going up to get that volume. I struggle with volume. My hair is just, my stylists tell me I have really healthy hair, which just means that it won't be styled very easily. It limps, it falls, and I really like volume in this area. So all of my products help achieve that. So I go in, and you want to do sprays before any serums. Sprays, so same with skin, kind of thinnest to thickest. If you're a hairstylist, let me know. I may be incorrect, but it just makes sense. Like things that are more water-based should go in before that cream occludes that absorption. So I go in with this Dream Coat. It's everywhere on the internet, and it does really help with that frizz. This is once every few washes, and it says that on the bottle. I know that you can overdo this and get dryness, and some of my stylists have told me that. So don't overdo things just like skin. You don't want to overdo things for the hair. And then I go in when my hair is wet. I'll go in with this random, I just saw this, it was like reviewed really well. It is a leave-in, it's for color. My hair is not colored, but it's a good heat protectant, and it's pretty affordable. I kind of just wanted to try it out. There's another one by Function Beauty. This one I kind of like customized for myself, and this one's really nice because I can actually use this on dry hair, which I'm going to do right now. And then I really like this Raise the Root. The Wild products are pretty good. I like Living Proof, and then lately I've been using a lot of these Wild products. This really helps achieve that lift in this area, and I like that it's a spray, won't weigh things down. Recently I had my hair done in New York, and she used Bedhead, and it's like a texturizing spray to create like volume in the hair. I really like that. I'm going to ask her what that is and put it up somewhere so I can start using it. So once I do that, and then I go into the next step, which is foam. So more watery, and then foam, and then my creams. This is a mousse type product, again, just to get that volume. I don't do this all the time because this does create a little bit of like oiliness and grittiness to the hair, but I do like this kind of in this area back here versus right here, because I feel like if I do a lot right here, my hair will get oily, all right? And then this is a cream, this is the hair strengthener by Living Proof. Just sometimes I notice when your hair falls out, if you're dealing with hair loss, and I ask my patients this all the time, this is really important. If it's the entire hair strand with a little follicle, I call it like the bulb on the end, that means you're dealing with kind of like something systemic, some type of systemic issue for your hair loss. Telogen effluvium, which is from changing birth controls, major weight loss, having a baby, changing that estrogen, something stressed the body. That is the full strand. When you're getting breakage, so it's small little pieces, and I tell them, look in your brush, look at the floor when you're getting your hair done. That is breakage, which means you're handling your hair incorrectly, too aggressive, or you could potentially have some thyroid issues. Thyroid issues cause hair thinning, density of the scalp, but really cause a lot of that hair breakage as well. It's usually what I see in my patients. So you want to really keep an eye out on that, because your derm should be asking that for that full hair loss, hair thinning evaluation. So I used to have hair loss, telogen effluvium from changing birth controls, things like that. I don't have that anymore, thankfully, but I do notice that I'm getting some breakage. And it could be my hair's long, it is a little thinner, but I notice it when I'm handling it, when I'm like drying it, or using some of these like brushes here. I'm a little too aggressive. So this is really nice, triple bond complex. And then I think that optimizing my supplements have been huge. I increased my iron, so my ferritin levels have been looking really good. And then optimizing my vitamin D, which we can get into in another video. So this should help strengthen, and this is like once a week or something like that. Yeah, from what I remember, this is not like an everyday type of thing. All right, so like I said, what I like to do is turn my hair over and then kind of dry the 20% that's left. So I'll go like this, get that volume. It created that volume, which we love. So on a lazy hair day, what I love to do is go in with this GHD. I know Dyson has one too. It is a hair straightener. When my hair is a little damp, they have this option to basically blow dry it straight. And then you can put the Shine Shock on and the Shine Shot, and that's basically a good straightener. I do feel like my hair isn't really that damaged with this, so every day, this is like my everyday thing when I'm going to work, when it's my everyday, I basically straighten my hair. It just creates like a good volume. I don't straighten up here, but it's a really good, just simple hair care routine because I'm not really good at the curling iron. So the beach waves, things like that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really good at it, so that's why you don't see me doing it a lot. This first noise is the blow drying while your hair is wet. My hair, not drenching wet, but like damp wet. So this still works, but my hair is a little bit more dry now because I did give it some time, which is fine. Usually when I'm in a rush, I will use this. And now the straightener aspect is coming on, and you guys will see. It looks better. You want to make sure to brush the hair. Okay, let's see. And I do have the heat protectant on there, so it's just like shinier too. So I'll just go through. It's so quick. I'm done with my hair in like 20 minutes. It's very 2000s, but I feel like if you don't straighten the ends and curl them in, it looks way better. Like you got a good blow up. Because I think it's the straightened ends that really does not look good. It looks like you fried your hair. If I'm just redoing my hair from the previous day, I'll just go in with this other heat protectant again. That I can use on dry hair. Got a brush, but you guys can see there's really good volume here. I'll show you my tips and tricks to get even more volume. You can also go up a little bit and then curl it, and then you'll get a little bit more volume that way too, instead of straight down. I am not very good at hair, so this is really doable if hair is really scary for you. Keep it simple, and you don't have to get a Dyson. I don't use the hair wrap on the Dyson. And notice with my hair, it gets frizzy, and it just never looked really like tight curls. So I need something like a curling iron or something like this to get those curls. Something like that. And then just, but yeah, I feel like there's probably 3 little pieces of hair on the phone, which is pretty good for me. I used to have a lot more than that. Increasing protein and optimizing my stress, sleep, and vitamins have been the best thing for hair. Everyone's doing crazy things, cutting out gluten, cutting out dairy. Those can be inflammatory to some people, but they usually don't cause hair issues unless you have like celiac diagnosed by your doctor. So you really don't want to be cutting out a lot of this stuff, especially nutrients that you may need. Like if you're cutting out meat and you have low iron, you're going vegetarian. It's the worst thing you could do. And this is something that's medical. Hair loss is medical. A lot of people don't know that. So you can see your dermatologist, and it can go through insurance if your doctor takes insurance, which most doctors do. We take insurance. The most common lab abnormalities that I see include vitamin D deficiency and iron storage, which is ferritin. Optimizing that is huge. Of course, there's a lot of genetics that goes into hair loss and thinning. Androgenetic Alopecia just means kind of female pattern hair loss, male pattern hair loss due to genetics, usually. So pretty shiny there. I still want more volume up here. So, and let me curl these guys because they are a little straight. So you can see this looks a little bit more natural than it just being. Great. So you could literally just go to work like that. All right, so a few things that I like to add for volume. I'll show you my little trick. I don't do this every day. I have this in my little pouch for traveling. I tease just an inch or two up. I don't go rat's nest all the way up there. I do about an inch or two in, just add a little bit there. A very flexible hairspray. Let it dry. And there she is. I like to do this along the edge all the way around. And this isn't even the best teaser I have. I have some really good ones. And because you're using a flexible hairspray, at least for me, it does not get really sticky. It doesn't damage my hair, I feel like, as much. Doesn't feel like I need to wash my hair. Okay, great. Look at that volume. All right, so I like to do that kind of just where that is. If you do it too close to the top, you will see it. I'll do a little bird nesty. So there's a lot of really great volume there. I don't tend to tease as much here. What I like to do are two things. One, this is so underrated. I got this on Amazon. And you can just hold it up. So usually what I do is I'll do this part and then I'll go in with my makeup, finish that up, add this. This is on my hair and it takes it away from my face. Sometimes I'll add a tiny bit of hairspray there. Just kind of like let it be. And what is creating is a really good curve this way. I also use sometimes a roller this way. Either way, sometimes this is just easier to get out of my face. I will link it. It'll be in my Amazon storefront. But I feel like we got really good volume this way, which is really pretty. Cutting some of these pieces a little shorter will also help with some of that volume if you want it up front. And then I'll go in with my texturizing spray. I really like, and this is the volume spray that I really like. So now there's volume. It doesn't look like there's too much. If I have little strays and I'm shooting content, I'll use this little brow brush. This one's by Almay. It's a brow styler. And I won't usually do a lot of hairspray. Sometimes what I will do, add a little bit there. Sometimes I'll use a stronger one because this is not gonna hold all day. This brand, I'm sure you've heard of it, Sexy Hair. They have some really strong hairsprays. So yeah, and then just making sure the top of the hair just looks really, not really bad hairsprayed. So things look effortless, but not effortless because that took a bit. And that's it.